Let's talk about the elephant in the room up front and clear this off the table to hopefully render the latter portions more easily accepted. This is our third video covering the rise of fascism in America. The initial focus of this one bears similarities to the Reichstag Fire of 1933. Let's set out almost to the left coast that has MAGA flirting with a second feud with no geographical boundaries to separate the positions.
Even those living under a rock and others intentionally divorced from society have been unable to escape the roller coaster of emotions for less than 49.8% of Americans. Less than half of our country walked right up the line and put their toes on the tipping point of America, with some verbally crossing the line and beckoning others to join them. Those who crossed mostly jumped across with conclusions that now appear to be completely false. The probability of Kirk being shot by a .30-06 in the front is less than zero in our minds. And we will show you how Robinson was not Kirk's shooter. We'll call into question why America has been fed a falsehood with an underlying conspiracy explaining the anomalies in the story.
Some have claimed that Kirk's shirt puffing out at the top of his back was an exit wound, but the coroner has claimed there was no exit. These beliefs are both mistaken. The puff of Kirk's shirt is the outgassing from the impact of a small caliber round like a .22.
The crack heard in the video is characteristic of a small caliber round, not the resounding boom of a .30-06, especially in this amphitheater space. This crack and the acoustics of the amphitheater may also confuse many as to the true location of the shooter.
The wound on the front left of Kirk's throat is actually the exit wound. The entry was at the top of Kirk's back where his shirt puffed out. It more than likely then deflected off shoulder bone, like a .22 would behave, and exited out of Kirk's throat. A .30-06 with the cavitation created by the impact of his neck would have come close to decapitating him. Also, the energy transferred into Kirk's body would have caused more forceful action than Kirk slumping to the left.
The American people have been fed a web of lies that were bad lies about the real circumstances surrounding Kirk's murder. These are not lies that would deceive many, especially not those on the ground who experienced the incident, who killed Charlie Kirk. And why is there a conspiracy to cover up his murder? A conspiracy that the President of the United States and Kirk's own wife are at the center of now.
Look at this photograph.
Behind me. We are in the central city of Portland, Oregon, and in my conversations directly with President Trump and Secretary Noem, I have been abundantly clear with them that Portland and the state of Oregon believe in the rule of law, and we can manage our own local public safety needs. There is no insurrection, there is no threat to national security, and there is no need for military troops in our major city.
Our capital city has been overtaken by violent gangs and bloodthirsty criminals, roving mobs of wild youth, drugged-out maniacs and homeless people. And we're not going to let it happen anymore. We're not going to take it.
And the president is sending in 800 National Guard troops to Washington, D.C. The mayor of Washington, D.C. rejects the president's claims that crime and homelessness are out of control.
Crime isn't just down from 2023, it's also down from 2019, before the pandemic, and we're at a 30-year violent crime low.
Tonight, President Trump is deploying 2,000 National Guard troops despite the governor's objections. Hundreds
You have to say, you're looking at things behind me. They did a nice job. Wow, I haven't gotten to see. That's good. I don't like the tags very much. Look at that, up 46% eggs. Wow, up 65%. Wow, school lunch is up 65%. How can a family afford that? But look at this over here. What a nice job. I think I'm going to take some of them back to my cottage and have a lot of fun. Like the Cheerios. I haven't seen Cheerios in a long time. I'm going to take them back with me. What a nice job. I think I'm going to take some of them back to my cottage and have a lot of fun. Look here. What a nice job. I think I'm going to take some of them back to my cottage and have a lot of fun. Like the Cheerios. I haven't seen Cheerios in a long time. I'm going to take them back with me. Bacon is through the roof. They're all through the roof. The milk, Everything is bad. I think I'm going to take some of them back to my cottage. Like the Cheerios. I haven't seen Cheerios in a long time. I'm going to take them back with me.
Hey, look, it's Couchfucker.
Look at this photograph.
About the F word. No, not that F word. I'm talking about fascism. Is Donald Trump really a fascist? Fourth, extolling brute strength and heroic warriors. The goal of authoritarianism is to gain and maintain state power at any cost. For authoritarians, strength comes in the form of large standing armies that can enforce their rule. They seek power to wield power.
Down, Pete Hegseth, the Secretary of Defense, has called to Quantico, to Virginia, hundreds of generals and admirals. It's not clear what the purpose of this fairly unprecedented meeting is. What's your best understanding based on your reporting about what's going on here?
I mean, it really is unprecedented. Now, we started to see reports that this was sort of a rallying meeting to tell people about the warrior ethos that he speaks so frequently about.
Troops have no better commander-in-chief than Donald Trump. As I've said to many of you in private meetings, when President Trump chose me for this position, the primary charge he gave me was to bring the warrior culture back to the Department of Defense.
My comment is the use of certain words and what they imply. When I hear warrior ethos, and I hear it a lot from you, Mr. Secretary, I'm concerned.
He, like me, wants a Pentagon laser-focused on lethality, meritocracy, warfighting, accountability, and readiness.
G.I. Joe doesn't seem to realize how warfare has evolved over the years. The Army primarily trains specialists to perform a job function within their unit. The comments about lethality seem reminiscent of Hiroshima and Nagasaki. This method of warfighting is no longer available to us, and hasn't been an acceptable means of warfare since we last dropped the bombs.
Fascism depends on organized bullying, a form of social Darwinism.
Our people are tougher and stronger and meaner and smarter.
For the fascist, war and violence are means of strengthening society by culling the weak and glorifying heroic warriors.
I am your warrior. I am your justice. I am your retribution. I am your retribution.
Look at this photograph.